Dad?
Just a sec, bud. Just
What's going on?
1 second. Okay.
Estamos en este minuto teniendo que hablar un poco más despacio porque estamos a punto de tener una conferencia y hay mucha gente acá con respecto a Transference, la nueva creación de Ubisoft en asociación con el actor Elijah Wood en este juego de terror que tiene todo un componente psicológico que vamos a explorar y vamos a entender un poco más después de esta presentación donde nos entregarán datos claves y con un poco de suerte podremos además testear cómo va el juego con nuestras propias manos. Si estás interesado en saber qué es lo que se viene con este nuevo juego de terror, quédate aquí y date una vuelta.
So at its core, Transference is kind of a story, a mystery about obsession, and it kind of gets wrapped up into this scientist. And he's obsessed with a lot of these new ideas in science, like taking human consciousness and uploading it into a virtual space. This guy is absolutely determined to have his family live forever and upload their consciousness into this virtual space, but things don't necessarily go as he intended.
Ultimately, the biggest puzzles, I'd say, of this game is trying to figure out that mystery, what really happened to them. And one of the things that we're very excited about in Transference is that the player is playing him or herself in this game. You are not playing a character. You are a person sitting on your sofa with a controller in your hand.
You know, you literally are bringing yourself and everything that you've learned in your life to the game as you try to connect to these characters.
Well, in some ways, I think you are the fourth character. It's really four perspectives. Yours being the fourth. The characters in the game acknowledge you. They ask you for help. They are in a state of. They are in three states of high emotional distress. And you know, if the game works, you, as Benoit was saying, by being in such close proximity to these very emotional beings who seem to be desperate for assistance, you want to help them.
Hey guys, thanks for the 5 minutes. I'm gonna start with why horror? Why did you guys decided to make an experience that strike to find that particular emotion?
I wouldn't even classify this as a horror game. I would sort of put it in the more of a psychological thriller realm. But I think, you know, certainly it's a genre piece, and I think it was what initially interested us in VR to begin with on the SpectreVision side. As a space for immersion, it really lends itself to feelings of unease and discomfort and fear.
Some people have said that this game is finding a space that it hasn't been done in cinema and games. Do you guys feel like you're elevating the game right now in narrative what people can expect in a narrative sense in video games and media?
For sure, we started with the intention of creating something new, something unique by converging our expertise. We didn't have any guide. We didn't say like a guide of let's make this game or let's make this movie in a game, or it was a genuine approach when we how could we collaborate as a bunch of creatives to say like how could we make this better and see where it leads us. We had an intention from the start, but after that, while working and going do back and forth on game moments, on the whole structure, either the game structure or the story structure, how we can make that better and try to see where it leads us. And this is where but I think definitely we created something that it's definitely different.
Favorite Ubisoft game that is not Transference? Favorite Elijah Wood work is not Transference?
Oh my god. Favorite Ubisoft game? I don't have the whole catalog in front of me, so I'm just going to say that currently I'm really loving Far Cry 5. What was that incredible DLC, that like 1980s DLC that Dean and...
Blood Dragon.
Blood Dragon. Yeah, fucking awesome.
A film that he played in or that he made also, like it's...
Do the main.
Because for sure, like I was always a huge fan of the Lords of the Ring, like over and over, and I watched it over and over and over again. I'm trying not to be starstruck, like each time when I see him, but
No.
yeah. But no, definitely, like it's been a real fun collaboration, like just to notice that even though it's a film industry, it's just a bunch of creative, like we are. So.
And it's been super fun and inspiring for us too. Oh, sorry. You know, on our side, we look up to Benoit and the team at Ubisoft too for their expertise and their work making video games. We grew up playing video games, so for us to get to play in the same sandbox with them is in equal measure inspiring and exciting.